What's up, everybody? So in this video, we are here in Germany with Heidi B, and we are Ruchen on the slide, and I'm going to show you guys a huge shortcut for your cold outreach, because I think most people are doing this horribly wrong, and you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches. So stick around and watch this video. Alright, so if you've been trying to drum up some business and get some clients, and you're messaging a whole bunch of people and sending messages ad nauseum, I actually know one guy who sends 7,000 messages a day just to get a few. Yeah, you're climbing. That's my beautiful oldest daughter, Heidi B. Want to say hello?
Hello.
There you go. There's some cuteness in this video. We're in Saarbrücken, Germany. We're playing at the Kinderspielplatz down at the Saar. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, so there's probably nothing worse than crickets, because you don't even know what you're doing wrong. And I'll give you a little simple metaphor to help you understand 99 times out of 100 what most people are doing wrong. I was in my mid-20s. My best friend from high school, a fellow named Wayne, calls himself the Wayne Train. And the Wayne Train used to walk up to all the ladies and say, yeah, take Papa's hand. Woo! Slides a little bit of a death trap. She goes 100 miles an hour down it. He used to say to girls, he would walk up to them and go, "Hey, sweetie, do you want to go for a ride on the Wayne Train?" If you know anything about relationships, because you're a human, you know that's probably not going to be the most effective message, and it wasn't. In fact, I'll never forget the first time he said that to a girl, and it actually worked, and she thought it was funny. But pretty much before that, he struck out like 500 times. And it was kind of what I call like a I would like to fuck you on the first date kind of message. What ends up happening is people don't feel very special when that happens, and they feel like you're just trying to get anybody, and the only people who tend to say yes to that approach tend to be the desperate ones, although in his one successful case, it wasn't. She just thought it was funny and he was quirky. But usually the ones who are going to say yes are the desperation ones, and usually not the kind of clients you're going to want to get. Excuse me. Just choked a little on my own spit. So the biggest thing that I see people doing wrong in their outreach is they're just asking for too big of an ask too quickly. We are SEO company. We are the latest, greatest. We got keyword research and all this cool shit, and we get you #1 in the Google. Do you want to hire us right now? We're the best ever. That's like, hey buddy, coming on strong. And one of the things that you can do to actually just get the ball rolling is far simpler. And I learned this from Dean Jackson. So Dean Jackson, back in the day, used to have an agency. Dean's a famous marketing guy, if you don't know him. And he used to have an agency for restaurants. What old Dean used to do for the restaurants... Look, Papa, what? Ah! Is he used to... His introductory offer before he got into the SEO and the AdWords and all those things, his introductory offer was, let me just run a birthday campaign to your clients. Now, if you reach out to a bunch of restaurants and say, hey, let me be your birthday guy. We got this cool birthday campaign. Restaurants don't really care about birthday campaigns. And so what he did, which is very smart, and it's something that I call a strategic opening, is to reach out to these people and say, hey, are you able to handle a large birthday party? And there's something very powerful about that question. The first is that it actually sounds like something a customer would ask, right? You, the asshole marketer, get ignored. Asshole marketers write messages that sound like this. Hey, my name is, and I am from company blank, and the reason I'm contacting you today is because... And before I've said anything, you know I've got something for sale and I'm going to try and sell it to you. But when you say something like, hey, do you guys do birthdays? And they say, yeah, we do. It sounds like a kind of question that a customer would ask, so it almost gets answered 100 times out of 100. The only time it doesn't is when that asshole company that doesn't check their email or whatever. I don't know where Heidi B's taking us right now. It looks like quite the adventure. But the other thing it does, this Dean Jackson question, is it establishes that they can actually use that business. So the need has been established. So now I'm not just saying, hey, buy my stupid birthday campaign, right? They've just admitted in their own words that it could benefit them. Boo! Playing some children's hide and seek in a construction ground. Boo! So right, it's not a just random question like, how are you today? That has a random answer. It's saying, would there be a need for this thing I'm about to offer you? And so it's very strategically set up. And what you want to think about when you're asking on cold outreach is more like dating. How can I ask for a coffee date? How can I ask for a small little get together? And what most people are doing is being the asshole marketer who says, I fuck on the first date, buy my shit. Problem with that is they've heard all that before, and 1,000 other asshole marketers before you have ruined that. So if you want to make it work a whole lot simpler, one of the ways you can do that is just to ask that magic question, can you handle more blank? And what's really, really key is to put in that blank a specific type of client or customer or patient that's very desirable to them. And in every niche, there's something what I call the nickel, the 5-cent client, and the $100 bill. And you want to make sure that you're asking for the $100 bill. You don't want to help them bring in nickels. So like in the dentist niche, for example, there is a tooth cleaning. You know, the dentist might make $100 and bends over someone's mouth, and the patient thinks, you didn't even do anything. I'm paying $100 for you to tell me I'm fine. And then there's something called veneers, where somebody gets like their teeth extended, whole parts of their mouth. Now I'm like, are my teeth yellow? Sorry about that, YouTube, to the 6 people watching this. But those kind of clients or those kind of patients are worth like $35,000 to a dentist. And so you want to say, can you handle more of whatever the $100 bill can? What happened to your hand? Oh, let's walk this way. Let's go this way towards the water. Away from the construction site. This is probably bad parenting, by the way, but don't judge me, guys. I'll let my kid explore a little. So in essence, the question to get the conversation going in the direction you want is can you handle more $100 bills? Can you handle a $100 bill? And what you'll find is most people are like, why, yes, we can. Well, good. I have the $100 bill sequence. Now, to make this actually work, what you usually have to do is actually tweak your delivery as well. Because a lot of people are not just offering nickels, but they're delivering nickels, right? Like, I'm going to get you a dentist more patients. Like, if you're going to do all that work to SEO a dentist website, you might as well put them in front of the keywords that matter. If you're going to advertise on Facebook, you might as well advertise the expensive cosmetic stuff and not the $99 tooth cleaning or brightening that everybody else is doing. Cool thing about it too, if you actually think about basic math. So a dentist makes about $100 for a tooth cleaning. They can make about $35,000 for a set of veneers, which means I could bring a dentist 100 tooth cleanings and he would make about $10,000, and I could bring him $100 bill and he would make $35,000. And so some of you guys are out there working way too hard, paddling upstream, generating $100 nickel clients. When I say, the cheap, bought the $99 special, and burning your clients out, making them work real hard. Instead of saying, how can I just bring them a few $100 bills and have them be fucking thrilled about it? And one of the things you'll find when you do this, by the way, is you get to charge higher prices, right? If I bring him a dentist 2 $35,000 patients in 3 months, he loves me. And I only brought him 2 people. And if you bring him 200 new teeth cleanings, you worked your ass off, and he's probably not that happy with you. It's probably not enough, right? Because he's not making enough margins and he's working too hard and his neck and back hurt. So one of the things you can do for yourself, make your life a whole lot easier. Get away from the damn nickels. So hope that helps you guys with getting ignored on your cold outreach. It's just, can you handle more $100 bills? Shit'll change your life. I'm going to go back to a little bit of parenting.